Parke Panthers, number 5, Lacey Barnes, number 14, Katie Bennett, number 15, Haley Rickard, number 16, Kendall Montgomery, 22, Reagan Benjamin, 25, Lexi Wicky, and the libero, number 9, Garrett Nelson. And now for the home team, the Covington Trojans. Number 5, Carson Eagle. Number 6, Holly Window. Number 9, Amber Kruger. Number 10, Haley Thompson. Number 11, Lauren Bell. Number 12, Micah Stonefacer. And the libero tonight, number 3, Paige Messmore.
All right, so you just heard Mr. Brown, Mr. Travis Brown, go over the starters for both the visiting Riverton Parke Panthers, a young team, no seniors, 5 juniors on their squad, and the starters for the Lady Trojans. Very similar starting lineup to what we've seen before. We've got Paige Messmore wearing the libero black jersey tonight. Covington on the right side in the white. Riverton Parke on the left side in the maroon. And I believe Riverton Parke's going to start us off with the first serve. So a lot of stuff going on here at Covington High School. The soccer team is in action right now at Bethesda Christian in sectional action. Taking on North Putnam, it was 0-0 at halftime. That was about 30 minutes ago. And the serve in from Riverton Parke. Vale with her first kill chance and finishes. So Covington goes up 1-0 really quickly. Lauren Vale, the surprise standout on this Covington squad this year. So Ingles going to take the serve for Covington. Serves it back to the deep left. Libero handles it. Riverton Parke gets it back over. They'll let it ride and out of bounds. Covington 2-0. Quick lead for the Lady Trojans. JV game. JV won 2 sets to 1. They lost the first one, won the second convincingly, and came back to win the third 15-8. Ingalls serves an ace, and it's 3-0 just like that, Lady Trojans. So Ingle will be back to serve again. Jump serve. Back to the libero again. And she's going to try to get it over. She does. Covington's libero gets some action. Big left hand from Amber Cruiser. Not a lot you can do with that when Cruiser hits it with that big left. Well handled by Paige Messmore on the pass. Up to Cruiser on the right side. Ingalls serves again. Tries to go back to the libero, but it's taken by the middle of the court. And Covington okay with just getting it over the net this time. Messmore sets to the back to Holly Linville. Now we're going to call 2-hit. And the serve is going to go over to the Panthers. So the second serve opportunity for Riverton Parke. It'll be number 5, Macy Barnes, putting it into bounds. And putting it out of bounds. That's a point for Riverton Parke. Nice serve over towards the line. And she'll get another one. 4-2. Covington still up here in the first set. Set to the left side. Touched. Looked like that one was going long, but the Trojans able to get a touch out of the Panthers and get the point and the side out. So Vale's going to sit down. Looks like Taylor's going to be in to serve. Yep. Taylor with the serve. Covington's going to set it up in the middle for Harmison. Puts it down in the back part of the Panther side and puts the score up to 6-2 Lady Trojans. Covington clicking really well right now. All right, Taylor with another serve. Back to the libero again. And a violation on the Panthers. 7-2 Covington. Moving pretty quickly through the first set right here. Taylor hand in the air. Puts it back to the libero again. They're really targeting her on the serves. But able to get it back over. Oh, flying towards the net, Holly Linville. Able to poke that one down. 8-2 Covington. Riverton Parke coach cheering on his team, trying to get them active and involved. That's going to be an ace for Taylor. Change of call. They're going to call it out of bounds now. So it's going to be 8-3. Libero is going to be back to serve. Serves it short. Covington handles it. Pass to the outside and hammered down by Holly Linville. Holly Linville has really come into her own this season. Really fun to watch up there on the front line. So libero, Paige Messmore, back to serve for Covington. She floats one to the back left. Ooh, barely clears the net. Panthers got away with one there. 9-4 Covington. And we'll see a substitution. Number 7, Alyssa Fellows in for the Panthers. Serves over for Riverton Parke. Flying through the air and tipping it down, number 6, Holly Linville. So a good start for Covington, 10-4. We're going to see that left-handed serve from Amber Cruiser. Back to the libero again in the center of the back of the court. Calling 2 hits and another Covington point. Covington, a team of streaks. If they can get started with that serve, it's hard to stop them. And an ace for Amber Cruiser. Riverton Parke just couldn't handle that one. A flat knuckling serve to the back left. Not a lot you can do with that. This one's got some top spin on it, but Panthers able to handle it. They get it back to Covington. And it falls harmlessly to the floor. 12-5. Still the Trojan lead, but Riverton Parke's going to gain the serve. They're going to put 15 back, who is not on the roster, or at least the printed roster. Oh my. Over to Stonecipher, and Stonecipher down to the ground. Micah Stonecipher, one of the hardest hits we've seen from her this year. Lauren Vale checks back into the Trojan lineup. So that surprise sophomore taking her spot in the left front line. And we're going to see her. That's a point for Covington. 14-5. Covington moving right along. Ellie Williamson back to serve. We're going to see our first timeout. I'm just going to stay here for this one. It's only a minute timeout. Thank you for everybody joining us. I'm trying to get soccer updates, but no news, and what do they say? No news is good news, but I don't think that's the case. We'd like to have some goals rolling in here. So Mr. McCormick and the soccer team are at Bethesda Christian playing North Putnam. Tomorrow night, the Potter brothers, Miles and Nolan, they'll be playing in the tennis. Is that regional? at Crawfordsville at 5 o'clock. So if you have a chance, head out and watch them. Williamson serves it into the net. Maybe Riverton Parke iced her a little bit there. So a good timeout call. 14-6. Still Trojan lead. And 22 serves for Riverton Parke. Their roster only goes up to 14, so anything over that is your guess. Vale bumps it. We got a set to Stonecipher. Stonecipher tries to put it down, but handled by Riverton Parke. Hit deep by the Panthers, and Covington will get the point. 15-6, Covington. Stonecipher back to serve. Harmison up to the front line. Nice diving serve, and Harmison tips that one back over and down, straight down to the floor. So just got an update from Mrs. Cotton as Trojans score another point. Up 11 now. She said that individual tennis regionals against North Montgomery at Crawfordsville. So one thing I've learned living in this area as long as I have, they do not like to be called Northmont. So Stonecipher with the serve. And they're really targeting that libero on Riverton Parke's side. They must know something. 19-6, Lady Trojans. Rolling towards that 25 milestone. And miscommunication right there by Covington, falls to the floor. 19-7. Stonecipher is going to come out of the game. Avery Jumps checking in. A text message correction from Mrs. Cotton. Thank you, Mrs. Cotton. Little messy play here, but Covington trying to finish it off. I'll tell you, there was one rally in the JV game tonight that seemed to last about a minute and a half. Set to the outside to Vale. Puts it back to the libero, able to handle it. Tip over the net, get a whistle, and Covington point. Someone was into the net for the Panthers. And Covington goes up 20-7. Ingle back to serve. Jump serve. Back to the libero again. And hammered down to the floor. Amber Cruiser elevates and gets to that one before anybody knew what was going to happen. Wow. 21-7. So floated to the back right on the serve. Popped up. And a nicely placed hit for the Panthers. It's going to give them the side out and a point, 21-8. That one fell to the first line on the floor, where no Trojans could get to it. Jump serve, handled by Covington. They're going to get an opportunity. Miscommunication, but still handled by Riverton Parke. And an unforced error into the net. Maybe one of the side effects of inexperienced youth right there. A couple substitutions for Covington. Holly Linville comes back into the game. I believe Taylor came in as well to serve. So Emma Taylor back to serve. Wow. Before I was even ready, that one was on the floor. So a nice hard serve to the back left. And an ace, 23-8. Taylor serves again. Riverton Parke handles this a little better. Covington's going to get a chance on the outside. Amber Cruiser, but returned by the Panthers. Another chance for Cruiser. Tips it with the left. And it falls at the back of the Trojan side, 23-9. So Covington trying to close out this first set. They need a pair to do so. Libero back to serve for Riverton Parke. Little stutter step and a jump serve. Covington sets to the outside. Cruiser hammers one at Riverton Parke, but they're able to handle it and get it back over. Covington sets to the outside, and Holly Linville punishes them. 24-9. Covington trying to close this out. We'll see a substitution. Stonecipher coming back in, replacing Avery Jumps, and Messmore to serve. Trying to finish this off for the Trojans, and she'll do so. 25-9. So Covington takes the first set. 25-9, puts them up 1-0. My contact at the soccer game has gone silent, so that's not a great sign. Volleyball sectional next week, in case you didn't know. Covington will be hosting, so it's right here at home. If you get a chance, come out and watch the girls play. It's an exciting team, a young team, so you'll be able to see a lot of these faces next year. Get used to them before next year. The Potters are playing tennis, as Mrs. Cotton said, tomorrow night at Crawfordsville against North Montgomery at 5 o'clock. And soccer's playing right now. Cross country, overcoming some, let's call it adversity in the last week or so, and running really well right now. So if you get a chance to go out and support them, that'd be great as well. But here at the Covington Varsity Gym, Covington takes the first set 25-9 fairly easily. Off to a better start than we've seen lately. So Covington has a tendency to struggle in that first set sometimes. But not so tonight. I hope they can keep that momentum going. So 1-0, Covington. Head to the second set. 1:20 left. Jen Sutherland giving some last-minute instructions to the girls. She's got to like most of what she's seen out there. John Mimmer, the varsity coach for the Panthers, instilling some instruction to his girls. Just some unforced errors, and honestly, not a lot you can do with some of the hits from the Covington side. Stonecipher and Cruiser and Linville just having their way at the net, honestly, so far tonight. We'll see if the service game for Covington can get going. But Covington's coming back out to the court. We're going to start Vale, Engel, Stonecipher, Pettit. I'm trying to find, is that Cruiser? So a pretty standard starting lineup for Covington. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess. So the clock stops with 12.9 seconds left. We'll reset to 1 minute. Official do some last minute checking on lineups. We'll see Messmore the libero come into the game for Stonecipher. She'll take her spot in the back middle in that black jersey. Engel's going to go back to serve. And probability is high she's going to aim for the libero. No, she goes to the other side of the court and causes some chaos. Riverton Parke not able to get that back over, and Covington takes an early lead, 1-0. Already up 1-0. Engel tosses the ball in the air, back to the middle on the other side. Pass to the outside. Covington diving save, not able to get it over. So Pettit had a chance at a wild swing there, but honestly not a realistic chance for anything to happen. Riverton Parke puts 5. Macy Barnes back to serve. handled by Pettit. Played up to Cruiser and down to the floor. Another nice hit by Cruiser, well placed. And Covington has just lost their sectional varsity soccer game 2-1. So the same score that North Putnam beat them last week, 2-1. They fall tonight as well. So a successful season for the soccer team. They'll finish up with a 9-4 record. Have quite a bit of people coming back next year, but disheartening to say the least, going out in the first round of sectional. But a very competitive sectional. So I missed a point there reading my text messages. It is 3-1, now 4-1, Covington. And Covington trying to extend the lead. Hot serve to the back and down to the ground. Taylor with a nice flat hard serve back to the libero. Not able to handle it. Jump serve, another hard serve, but just below the top of the net. That hits the top. It might climb over just how hard it was hit. 5-2. Riverton Parke's libero going to serve. This is 9, Jaron Nelson. Serves it short, and that's danger zone for most teams. Just a miss hit, just hit deep by Pettit. So it'll be 5-3. Riverton Parke with the serve, Covington with the lead. A little stutter step, crow hop type serve. And Covington thrown off their game trying to return that one. I was thrown off my game watching that one. Another stutter step serve, short. And that is danger zone. So Holly Linville able to put that one down. You're not going to give this front line for Covington that many chances and expect to walk away without a spike. So a float serve to the right side. Called out. Covington point, 7-4. Linville back serving. Official calls for the serve. She will oblige. Riverton Parke tries to tip it over, but read by Covington. What a recovery. Athletic play at the net by Stonecipher. And Covington's going to get the point, 8-4. Wow, what a recovery. So float serve back to the libero. Covington's going to get some chance to set and hit, but back to the corner and handled by Riverton Parke. Another soft hit towards Covington's side, and Covington will get the point because it's into the net. Linville back to serve again. Hard serve, barely clears the net. Barely clears the net, getting back over. And just out of bounds. So 9-5 goes the score. 16 out, 28 in for the Panthers. Once again, if you're over number 14, I do not have your name. So Mathis puts the serve in for Riverton Parke. Handled by Covington, put back over. Tip to Covington's side. This will be the third. Cruiser with the left. Cross court, nothing going. Quick set to the middle. Handled by Riverton Parke. Bestmore handles it. Set to the outside. Cruiser. Just a bit deep. Riverton Parke will get that point. You don't see a lot of unforced errors from Amber Cruiser. Pretty reliable usually. A rare miss hit. The ball rolls to Vietersburg. She hit it so hard. Nice deep serve, handled by Messmore over her shoulder. Covington content to get it over. Riverton Parke gets it over on 2 and hammered down. That's Amber Cruiser over there on the side. You can't give her easy opportunities like that. She will punish you. Left hand in the air, Cruiser's going to serve. Back to the libero, who's handled has to be 90% of the Trojan service tonight. And into the net, Covington point, 11-6. Panther timeout. We'll run our first ad for the evening.
High school sports teach important life lessons, like the best offense is a good defense.
If that's true, then we can win this battle against the pandemic by defending ourselves and each other from COVID-19. So let's wash our hands, always wear a mask, get a flu shot, and practice social distancing.
We'll not only be protecting ourselves, we'll also be protecting our teammates and friends, our moms and dads, our grandmas and grandpas.
Let's play tough defense, and we'll win this battle. I'm Sandra Walter.
And I'm Robert Falkins. We're Assistant Commissioners of the Indiana High School Athletic Association. Thank you for supporting the high schools in your community.
This is respect. This is cooperation. This is individual responsibility. This is what high school sports in Indiana are all about. This is your IHSAA.
So we're back to live action. Covington gets the point. It is now 12-6. Covington doubles up the Panthers. Cruiser still back to serve. Serves it back to the corner, handled by the libero. They'll get it over, but Covington will get it set, tip over, and handled by the Panthers. Covington get another set. Off the net by Pettit. And a Panther point, 12-7 goes the score. And if you had not heard, North Putnam takes down the Trojan soccer team 2-1 at Bethesda Christian tonight in the first round of sectionals. So a heartbreaking loss for Covington. Blocked at the net by Stonecipher and Engel. Set to the outside to Pettit. Goes cross court but handled. Played up to Messmore. Messmore to the outside. Pettit gets another chance but handled again. Tipped in the air by Pettit. Set to the outside to Stonecipher. And down across the court. What an athletic hit. Twisting in midair. Playing it across court. We'll see some substitutions for Covington. We've got number 11, Lauren Vale. Number 13, Avery Jumps checking in for Covington. Jumps will be back to serve. Panthers will get their first legitimate set in a while, but Covington will double them up 14-7 after that point. I was broadcasting last year, or PA announcing, and an official turned to me during the JV game and said, "What's that girl's last name?" I said, "That's Jumps, Avery Jumps," and he said, "What a perfect name for volleyball." Have to agree. First spike opportunity, maybe all night for Riverton Parke, but blocked by the Lady Trojans. Another chance. Riverton Parke just swinging right now. So even though they lost the first set pretty convincingly, they've not gone away. A miss hit by Vale. And that'll be 14-8. Still Covington lead, but 22 back to serve for Riverton Parke. Ball's in the air. Stationary serve. Set outside to Stonecipher. Barely clears the inside of that line. Another opportunity for Stonecipher, but a little missed timing. And played down on the Covington half, 14-9. 22 still back to serve. So the Panthers not shrinking away. Nice to see. Service into the net. Side out to the Lady Trojans. 15-9 goes the score. One of the reasons I love rally scoring. Served in the back right. Handled in the back by libero Messmore. Played up to Vale. She had us a chance, but handled by the Panthers. Back over to Covington. Outside set. Holly Linville with the point. 16-9. Messmore back to serve. Wearing that libero black tonight. Mishandled on the serve. And Covington gets a quick chance and takes advantage of it. 17-9. Here in the second set, Covington up 1-0. Messmore back to serve. Puts it up, back to the middle. And that Covington service game is really limiting Riverton Parke's opportunities at the net. Put down by Linville. 18-9. So Riverton Parke with the timeout, maybe trying to ice one of those Covington service runs with Messmore back serving. She'll be back to serve here in 50 seconds as we wait through this timeout. So in case you missed it, Covington JV with the win tonight. 2-1. They lost the first set, came back and won the second set very convincingly, and then put the third set away for the win, 15-8 or 9. Covington right now up 1-0 on Riverton Parke. Covington Soccer lost tonight to North Putnam at Bethesda Christian in the first round of sectional, 2-1. The Covington tennis team had a disheartening team loss at Fountain Central the other day. But the Potters did advance and won doubles. So Nolan and Miles will be playing tomorrow night, 5 o'clock at Crawfordsville. Playing against North Montgomery. Thank you to Mrs. Cotton for that information. A lot of miscommunication over there on Riverton Park side, and we're okay with that. It falls to the floor, and the lead goes to double digits. 19-9, Lady Trojans. Messmore's really hot on the serve right now. She's got the hot hand. A deep serve. Played cross court. No one able to get there for Covington. So they're going to take the ball out of Messmore's hands. 16 in for Riverton Parke, and 14, Caden Bennett also in. 16 back to serve. Hand in the air, running towards the back line, and serves it to Covington's side. Fingertips on that one. Didn't get the whole ball. Holly Linville didn't. And into the net. 19-11. 16 serves again. Diving save by Paige Messmore, and it falls to the ground. Intentional or not, it is effective. 20-11. So it's Ingles' turn to serve. And Covington's going to get a chance to the outside, but have to poke it over. And Riverton Parke having some luck on that short game right now. 20-12, still a Trojan lead, but Riverton Parke serve. Macy Barnes, number 5, back to serve. Jump serve into the net. 21-12, Covington. We'll see a substitution. That's got to be Taylor coming in. Number 2, Emma Taylor, a junior, coming back, a service expert for the Trojans. Nia Pettit also coming back in. Riverton Parke, for the second time tonight, tries to spike one down. But just too much Covington to handle. And the Trojans take back their double-digit lead, 22-12, up 1-0. Taylor's still back to serve. And Covington's going to get a chance here. Played cross court, handled by the Panthers. Covington gets another chance. Played to the big left hand by Amber Cruiser, and I don't know how that was blocked. But Holly Linville on the second attempt gets it over and puts it down 23-12. Taylor trying to close out this second set. Covington up 1-0, 23-12, your current score in this set. A hard serve, and I don't know how anybody handles those. Cruiser blasts it to the back line and gets the point for Covington. 24-12. Riverton Parke doubled up here in the second set. See if Taylor can finish off this second set right now. Hard driving serve to the back line. Mishandled in the back by Riverton Parke. 25-12. Covington takes the second set. So Covington up 2-0. Take that one convincingly, 25-12. And the Lady Trojans rolling right now. They are in sectional action next week here at Covington High School. We were just approved as an educational broadcasting group by the IHSAA. So look for one of our streams. Isaiah is not with me tonight. He is not able to attend, but hopefully he'll be back in time for the girls sectional. So let's reset the score here. Move to the third set. Covington up 2-0. Recap of the homecoming festivities. So homecoming was this last week. Covington played the Attica Ramblers and played very well in the football game. Alan Carfault threw for 5 touchdowns, 300 and some yards. Just big numbers. A bunch of the receivers for Covington played well. And Covington with a very convincing win against the Red Ramblers. Hallie Wooster walked away the homecoming queen. The juniors won the float and were able to take a second lap. And the band played the Halloween show, the spooky show for their halftime show. And we were able to see a parade and a hog roast and powder puff game. The only thing we kind of missed this year was the bonfire. So returning to a little bit of normalcy, which is great to see here at Covington High School. Everybody kind of doing their part. So a minute left until we start the third set. Everyone on both teams standing. No one wanting to take a seat. Coach Sutherland giving some instruction to the girls. She's got to be happy with how they played in that second set, but I'm sure she sees some things that I don't see up here. Some minor tweaks that can be made. Riverton Parke just needs to eliminate a lot of the enforced errors. There's not a lot they can do with the Covington net game tonight. They don't have blockers that can handle the girls up front. And Cruiser and Linville and Stonecipher, Vale, Pettit in instances, kind of having their way up at the net. Service game really picked up that second set there as well with Messmore and Taylor. So we're getting ready to start the third set. Harmison, Vale, Engel. Stonecipher checks out for Messmore. Cruiser and Linville in for Covington. Officials doing their last minute checks. Ball's rolled back to number 16. She's going to start us off here in the third set. Covington up 2-0. Floating serve to the back of Covington's defense. Riverton Parke will get a chance and plays it deep. Covington starts off strong again, 1-0. Covington lead. That'll put Engel back to serve. Carson Engel, number 5, a junior. Jump serve. Plays it back to the libero. Libero cannot handle it, and an ace for Engel. 2-0 Trojans. So maybe starting to roll. Flipped up in the air, played to the libero again, able to handle it this time. Set to the outside. Out of bounds. Covington point, 3-0. All right, Covington's got to get a chance. Awkward play at the net. Covington just barely gets it back over. Played outside. Dive by Messmore to keep that one alive. Vale tries to hammer it down across court, but saved by the Panthers. And a point to the Panthers. 2 hits on Covington. So 3-1. Riverton Parke will send number 5, Macy Barnes, back to serve. Serves it just wide across court, and Covington will get the serve back. Side out to the Lady Trojans. Lauren Vale back to serve, number 11, sophomore. Into the net, 4-2, Covington. Side out to Riverton Parke. Jera Nelson, number 9, the libero in the white jersey, back to serve for the Panthers. She's got that little stutter step when she serves. Just under the net, side out to the Trojans. 5-2 Covington. Stonecipher checks back in. Messmore back to serve in the black libero jersey. Serves it to the opposing libero. Big block at the net. Holly Linville and Micah Stonecipher up there on the block. See if the Panthers have an answer on this rally. Quick set in the middle. And just hammered home by Holly Linville. 6-2. Covington lead. Messmore still back serving. So the set outside. We got a whistle. Covington into the net. So that'll be a Panther point, 6-3. Covington still doubling them up. But looking to put this match away. Kaylee Mathis checks in and goes back to serve. Number 3 for the Panthers. Hard driving serve, barely clears the net. Nice serve. But placed perfectly by Covington on the return. And 7-3 Covington Trojans. Taylor's going to check back in, number 2. Spikes the ball into the floor and then puts a deep serve in, back to the libero. Punch on the outside by Holly Linville and played to the floor, 8-3 Covington. Holly Linville over there on the left side in the front line, reminiscent of number 2 from last year, Hope Linville. Oh, what a serve by this year's number 2, Emma Taylor, as that ball crawls over the net. And Covington goes up 9-3, up 2-0. Jump serve, hits the net again. Hard telling where that ball's going to travel after it hits the net. Set to the outside, Micah Stonecipher hammers it down. 10-3, Riverton Parke calls a timeout. They want to talk this one over, and our ad department's going to talk this one over with you.
More than ever before, the success of this school year depends on teamwork.
And that means all of us, students, parents, teachers, school administrators, and people like you. We've got to be all in, go all out, do all we can all year long to make sure high school students in our communities have a great year.
And that includes following virus protocols and getting a flu shot. Let's trust each other, believe in each other, and get it done. I'm Chris Kaufman, Assistant Commissioner of the IHSAA.
And I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Thank you for supporting the high schools in our communities.
This is cooperation. This is collaboration. This is unity. This is what high school sports in Indiana are all about. This is your IHSAA.
So cat-like reflexes by Micah Stonecipher at the net, but still called against Covington for a lift. And the score is going to go 10-4. Still a Covington lead, but Riverton Parke with the serve. Played back to the back left, quick set, blocked at the net. Covington will get another chance. Holly Linville spins it off of the defender, and a point for Covington, 11-4. Got a bit of a standstill as Coach Linville looks to her bench to make some substitutions. Linville will check out, Jumps will check in. Williamson check out, Vale will check in. So a little younger look here. 13, Avery Jumps, a sophomore, back to serve for Covington. Floats it back to the middle to the libero. And played deep by Riverton Parke. Point for Covington, 12-4. So Covington looking to take a conference win. Into the net by Jumps, side out to Riverton Parke. Here against the Riverton Parke Panthers, part of the WRC conference. 22 serves for the Panthers. Set at the net, running outside, Stonecipher punishes the ball to the floor. Stonecipher having a really great match tonight. So Micah Stonecipher, a sophomore, really showing up for the Lady Trojans. She'll get to serve. Plays one back to the back line. Stuffed at the net. Covington point, 14-5. So Stonecipher with another serve. Quick set for Harmison up at the net. Almost able to get it to fall, but not quite. Hustle play up at the net by Engel. Gets a great set somehow and puts Covington up double digits, 15-5. Played back to the libero across court. Mishandles it a bit. 2 hits on the Panthers. And another point for Covington, 16-5. 11-point lead. Trying to close this out. Make it a quick night here at the Covington Varsity Gym. Set to the outside and Vale. That's going to be another Covington point. 17-5. So right now we've got Stonecipher in. We've got Taylor in, Vale, Harmison, Engel. Oh, nice agile play by Covington to even recover to get that one. Knocked back at the net by Vale. And that one's going to be almost impossible to stop before Engel can hit the net. 17-6. Great hustle play, great effort. Just hard to put the brakes on when you're in midair. All right, so 16 serves for the Panthers. Floats it to the back middle of Covington's side. Outside to Vale. Hit hard across the... Oh, well, we got a whistle. 2 hits on the Panthers. So 2 touch. Covington score 18-6. Cruiser checks back in for Covington in favor of Taylor. Harmison stuffs one back and gains the point for Covington, 19-6. So Haley Harmison stepping up big. a junior for the Lady Trojans, playing big at the net tonight. And another block. Harmison just eating them up at the net right now, 20-6. Engel back to serve. Carson Engel. Jump serve. Back to the right side. And played out of bounds by Riverton Parke. No touches on Covington side, 21-6. So Riverton Parke will make a sub. 25 out, 24 in. Lily Hackett's going to check in for Covington, a freshman. Going to play up at the net. Yeah, Riverton Parke gets a nice hit on that one, but handled by Covington. Vale cross court. And down to the floor. Jumps just couldn't reach that one. 21-7, Covington. Riverton Parke serve. Ball slapped to the floor and into the net. 22-7. Covington 3 points away from closing this night off. And we'll see another sub. So Vale checks out. Linville checks in. And Williamson checks in. Ellie Williamson, a sophomore, number 7. She's going to go back to serve, one of the serving specialists for Covington. Ball's in the air. Played back to the libero. Miscommunication and a point for Covington. We'll see if Williamson can finish this one off. 23-7. Covington up 2-0. Able to be returned, but just out, 24-7. And Williamson with match point, trying to finish it off for Covington. And Hackett finishes it off for Covington, 25-7. Covington will take this one 3-0. So what a showing for the Lady Trojans tonight. 3-0, JV 1, 2-1. Covington not really challenged here in the varsity match much. But Riverton Parke, even though they were down the majority of the time, never gave up. It's a great sign for the future. They don't have any seniors, only 5 juniors. So they'll be returning the entire team next year. Maybe Covington coming together at the right time. So you want to be playing your best volleyball right before sectional time. Sectionals next week. So this being the only home matchup at Covington this week, we will see you next week. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We really appreciate everybody that watches and comments, likes, subscribes, and hits that notification bell. We'll see you next time